Hi everybody, welcome back to the TETRIX RoboVench video series. This is Tim, and today what we're going to talk about is one of the ways that we can use the EV3 or NXT controller with the Prime building system. Now, we've talked several times about how easy it is to connect the Lego pieces to the Prime building system, the TETRIX Prime building system, but what we really want to talk today is how easy it is to go ahead and actually control the TETRIX servos with the Mindstorms controller. And we're going to do that with a special product that is made by Mind Sensors. That's a company that if you haven't checked out, you probably should, because it's going to take your Mindstorms, whether you're using TETRIX or not, it's going to take your Mindstorms program to a whole nother level because they have a complete line of cool sensors and add-ons for use with the Mindstorms NXT and EV3 controllers. But the one we want to talk about today is called the NXTServo-v3. We call it sometimes just the Mind Sensors module because for us it's a priority and allows us to use the Lego controller with, again, our standard TETRIX RC servos, either the CR servo or our standard servo. Now, this is available on TETRIXrobotics.com, or you can go directly to the mindsensors.com website and get that from them. It allows you to go ahead and control up to 8 different servos. Now, the first thing that I would really advise everyone to do is that once you get this servo, the first thing to do is go to the Mindsensors website and download not only the knowledge documents, the PDFs that are there that are going to explain how everything works, but also the sample programs, whether you're using NXT or EV3, because those are going to be very important, and I'll explain a little bit of how they work, but it's going to make your life a little bit easier when you begin to program with that. Now, connection is actually pretty simple. They've got the Lego cross axle holes there that when you put in a Lego peg, you can actually put it anywhere where you've got a Lego mount. You'll see I have this one on the side of my robot. The servos will go right into onto the standard servo mount plugs. You want to make sure that the yellow wire is pointing in toward the printing. And the power, you've got 2 ways. And the simplest way for us is to simply take, because this becomes just a simple bus, we can actually plug the power from our TETRIX battery right into that bus on an empty servo plug, and it supplies power. Now, the important thing to remember is that the Lego controller is going to supply the instructions, but the power is not going to come from this. It's going to come from our standard TETRIX Prime battery. So that's important to remember. So once you have that plugged up or plugged in to the module, then you can go ahead and once you've downloaded the programs, you can actually write your own program. For instance, on this one, and you'll see I've got an EV3 color sensor on the front here. I'm just going to drive here to the dark line. So I can start anywhere on my white. I can press that and it goes to dark and stops. And you can see I was controlling both of the servo motors with that program. So anywhere I would start this, there you go, drives to dark. So that's kind of how that works. Now, from the programming perspective, it handles servos a little bit different than the standard Lego motor. So this is something that you'll want to definitely read the documentation that they have on the Mind Sensors website. But just in a quick nutshell, what happens is that servos have a 0 position, that as soon as you initialize them, they try directly to go to that 0 position. So the first thing you have to do is know what that position is. And on the Mind Sensors website, there are 2 programs that you can download that they've already written for you. One will allow you to find out what that neutral position is on either, especially on the continuous rotation servos. And the other one will allow you to set that neutral position so that when you initialize the servo, it'll always go ahead and go to that position that you want it to go to. So that's kind of that in a nutshell, and it allows you, as long as you have the EV3 or the NXT software already, it's a no-cost solution as far as software for you. You just download the free blocks and add it to your controller, and you can now all of a sudden not only build with Lego on the Prime system, but control it as well. So we hope you found that useful, and gives you some ideas on what you can do with your robots. And we look forward to seeing what hopefully some of you will do with that, with the TETRIX Prime building system and the Lego controllers. So good luck, have fun building robots, and come back and see us.